I say the cost of living. Yeah, that's what they talk about. All this bubble gum bull, I don't want to talk about. Let's paint the picture. You get the whole portrait, kind of go corporate, copper suit and tie and take the office route. But these record labels ain't offering offers out. Them offers that they offer got these artists looking awful. Ouch. Keep it kosher, them snakes, vultures, and sharks is out. This 40 in the holster got me walking with an awkward slouch. They put my brother in that steel cage. I got baptized, kept my ill ways. I still praise God, ain't got a meal. I ain't real paid, I'm real made. Food stamp budget and hustle and keep my bills paid. Yeah, that's 102. A couple real niggas left, I'm one of them few. I like the drama, but I'd rather write Obama. Here's a letter from my hood and give his black ass something to do.
Ill in the building right now.
Yeah, Ice Pack, Ill, chill, you know, cooler. What's going on?
Okay, so tell me, how did you come up with the name Young Ill, first of all?
How did I come up with the name Young Ill? This is about the 17,922nd time I've been asked this question.
We'll add one to that.
Okay, 19,000.
So that's
three at the end. But anyway, you know, I've been at this for a real long time. Let's say how I come up with the name. Now, my name before Young Ill was two other names. Okay, so the first name I'm not gonna tell y'all for the purposes of giving out information that could be used against me future in a battle. So the first name you'll never know, but the second name that was after that name evolved was Ill Z. The Z came from the first name. So if you're trying to figure out what the first name was, then just use the Ill and the Z and just put two and two together. Whatever you come up with will be fine, okay?
Why can't you tell us the first name?
Cause
I'm gonna call you ZZ Baby. That was the first name. ZZ Baby was the first name. Okay.
No, there wasn't nothing, no ZZs or no babies up in there. But yeah, but then what it came was, it's really self-explanatory as far as the Ill. You know what I mean? To be honest, when I first start rapping, I'm not gonna even lie to you. When I first start rapping, and this is to be 100% honest on this radio show, this is the first time I've ever said it. But when I first started rapping, the guy that started me rapping is my guy brother, Tef Poe. And he was like, man, you should use your real name as your rap name, right? So I was hella young. I'm sorry, I don't know if that's one of them. If not, let's see, rewind. I was real young, okay? And I was real young, and I was like, no. But then as a future like Kanye West, then a lot of people just started using a real name. I'm like, man, I wish I could go back and change my name to my real name, you know. But Young Ill now is like self-explanatory. Young. I'm not young anymore that much. I'm not old, but Ill is like sick as being an MC, an ill MC, a tribute to the word that was used when hip-hop first formulated. Ill was like, I'm an ill MC. He's ill, yo, he ill. So I can run with that.
And what is your name? What got you into battle rapping?
What got me into battle rapping? Like I say, the guy that got me started, Tef Poe. That was my best friend's older brother, and I was around him a lot. And as far as battle rapping, I feel like battle rap is essentially a form of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? If you study hip hop, I'm not 100% all the way into it right now. Like, but it's like elements of hip hop. It's 5 of them, I believe, where it's beatboxing, it's battling, it's breakdancing, and something like that. But battling is a form of hip hop, and anybody that's DJing. So anybody that say like, oh, I'm a rapper, but I don't battle rap, that's cool. But you really can't downplay battling, because that is a form, just a different form of hip hop. You know what I mean? So battle rapping started really for me as far as trying to get my competitive nature as a MC, not so much of just making music, but battling. I feel like that really, how I got started was just in school, people rapping, and then me being a rapper, being competitive. So going back and forth on lunchroom tables, stuff like that, my old neighborhood, you know. And then at the time it came where just I was the guy to beat. So ever since then it just been like, that been my calling for real in music. So that's how that started.
Okay, so
yep.
You started with Street Status?
How I started? No, actually this is how I started. Before Street Status, I was back at this place called High Point Cafe. That's where I used to go, even before I was old enough to get in the club. I used to use my older brother ID. Whoa. I don't know if I did go for that. I just incriminated myself. But yeah, I used to go up into the first night I went, I tore it down. Big Weirdos on 116th Park went after me. Now I killed him. I literally killed him for real. He can deny it, but I did. After he went, I probably went for like 6 minutes. This when I was real young and they had to stop me. And that's when I was first. So I battled. I was battling off camera forever. Like I was battling off camera before battle rap even became so commercialized as it is now. So I was just off camera battling. Then at the High Point Cafe is probably my first camera battle. You know what I mean? That put it on camera. Then after that, before Street Status, it was a studio off West Florissant, something like a little studio or whatever. But they was filming the battles or whatever. Got started there. Then another guy linked up with O, who's supposed to be a Street Status DVD, and that's when it popped off. Like Street Status, once we teamed up with Street Status and started the Word War, that's when it really just went further than I could imagine. From St. Louis to a lot of people, like the YouTube really blew it up to the point where a lot of people started looking at and paying attention to our region, which never had happened before. So from then, like, that's how I really got hooked up with Street Status, or how it went from Street Status to URL.
Okay, so what made you go to URL?
What made me go to URL was actually we was doing a Word War. Now, when we started doing a Word War, we was the first people here to have a battle league of that caliber. We were the first people. If anybody else says that they were, or they whatever, they're lying. We were the first people of that caliber.
We as in St. Louis?
No.
Or we as in who?
We as in St. Louis, but we as in Young Ill, A Verb, O, Hitman Holla, Remy, Cash Yola, Juicezilla, probably a couple other people. Okay. But those people, right then and there, that was before it was so commercialized and it was a thing to do. We first started when no one was looking at St. Louis as far as on a battle. Back here, it's another guy that did Smack DVD named Young Miles, and he reached out to Verb, and that's what really got Smack URL involved. From that battle, we did one of the biggest battle events at T. Billy's, the Midwest Massacre, and from that point on, URL has really been supporting the St. Louis movement and any of the upcoming artists that really been trying to get on from St. Louis. So that's how URL really start messing with us. It's not so far as us messing with them or us making a connection with them. They really just appreciated the grind and the movement that we had started, and they really reached out to us. It wasn't no like, oh, we want to battle on Smack, or oh, I want to battle on URL. When we were battling, we really didn't start it off that way, but now it's kind of like becoming that. But when we first started battling, it was just on, hey, we want to showcase our talent, and they really saw that, and it was so crazy because we so country that the way we talk, they never really heard it in a battle. So that made it a lot easier because it was like a new sound. So we just took the game and just ran with it, you know. It's a Blackberry going off because I just heard it.
Let's talk about this preparing. You said when you prepare for a battle, how exactly do you prepare for
Okay, since Tone back here, man, we gonna say this right now. For all the battle rappers that's listening, this is for y'all. But if you're not listening, Tone, do not go tell people this. This is how I prepare. This is what got me so far. This is what I do. Okay? Classified information, really. Call me crazy or call me whatever you want. This is my first time doing this or giving this information, you know what I mean? But this is how I do it. First of all, when you gather in the battle, you have to look at the person that you're getting ready to battle, and it's called, what angle are you going to come from? So that's what it is. Whether or not I'm going to join them or joke them to death, or whether or not I'm going to humiliate them. That's what I'm going to do first. What type of person I'm battling. So that's what I gather first. So then I start gathering thoughts and all that. I start putting words together, That's the most complicated part. Is putting the words together, rhyming them, making it go from first, second, and third, and making it be easy, where it's not like one round is better than the other one, the second round better than the third. It's a well balanced, but the third round usually has to be the best. So that's what your main focus is going into the battle. Okay. Now, one of the most serious concepts, or one of the serious concepts that you want to grasp if you're trying to be a battle rapper. I should be selling this too, by the way. So I should be selling this too, but I'm giving it away for free. What you have to remember, the most complicated thing to do is remember all of those lyrics that you've written down on paper, which I do not do. I just memorize them in my head. So as I think of them, I memorize them. So what you want to do is recite them, constantly recite them and recite them and recite them. I try to give myself at least 2 weeks in advance to have everything written so I can recite them. At that time, when you're in a battle arena, it's going to be a lot of people that's going to be distracting you. You don't know what kind of distractions. So what I do is I implement distractions in my training method. I put on the radio, I do jumping jacks, and I have my younger brother or somebody try to distract me while I'm rapping. Y'all looking at me like I'm crazy, but it's all good. This is what I do. So that's what I do while I'm rapping. And while I'm rapping, if I'm in the middle of my first round, I have somebody tell me, second round or third round, while I'm doing jumping jacks and the radio playing, and I go to the beginning of that round immediately and start rapping and start rapping and start rapping and start rapping while I'm remembering where I left off from the previous round. And when they say first round, I go right back to that round. So when I can do that simultaneously, all this stuff, That let me know I'm ready for the stage. And that's pretty much. Then
basically, battle rapping isn't so much as freestyling then.
Not at all, you know. A lot of people try to say, oh, he wasn't freestyling, or oh, he wasn't freestyling. Man, who cares? I do not care. That's old. Freestyling, I can freestyle. You know, do I do it? Yes, I do it in the leisure of my home. But no, when I'm getting paid for it, when I'm gonna get paid for it, they're gonna pay you. So it's a business, and they pay you to prepare. All of the hundreds of thousands of people that are gonna watch it on YouTube don't want to sit you stand in front of the camera and do 9 minutes of a lack of preparation, plus you're getting paid for it if it's your job. So that's pretty much my job. I can pay my bills off battling. You're not gonna go to your job and without your work attire, with your work uniform and your badge. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be a plumber and go to job without your tools. So you freestyle and going, that's like, oh, I'm gonna wing it when I get up there. Nah, so if you can, for real, if you can freestyle, that's cool. People like Hollow the Dime, DNA, Charlie Clips, they implement it in their raps, and that's cool. But for the most part, you want to prepare before, because that's gonna give you a better chance of getting booked again. And being booked again means getting paid again. So you get up there church sermons. We need to sit down and get together, take up an offering so we can pay for the expenses to start having these conventions, man. We need to get personal barbers. Every battle rapper needs a haircut, okay? A good haircut. Not no kitchen haircut. You remember back in the day your mom used to cut your hair
with the bows?
Yes, but not give you a lining. That's what they have to do. The haircuts first. Appearance.
A personal stylist.
Because a personal stylist, now that's cool. A personal stylist. Get yourself together. You don't gotta be all, you know that, but present yourself where a label will want to market you. Don't wear things like
big
4
t-shirts,
XYTs and you are a 150-pound man. That's not what a battle rapper is. If you have a hat, if you like to wear a hat, if you have a hat that's just one of your trademarks, get more than one of those hats. Don't be wearing the same hat every time you come to a battle, because people look at us wrong. They look at us like, what's going on with these weird people? Why they steady wearing the same hats? Why they got these 4XTs on? Why they look like a caveman dressed them? That's another thing. Another thing, like we said about the songs. I ain't mad at your songs. Make your songs. Rap to those beats that you like. Go to your studio or whatever. Do what you do. But we need to have a vote before you put that song out. Okay? I'm not saying that you can't put that song out, but as together, we need to have a vote. Like, is this okay for me to put this out? Do I need a different beat? Do I need a new mix? Do it sound like I recorded this underwater? Okay, so that's just thoughts from Young Gil. Hey, I'm not I'm not the last stop. You know, I'm not the person that just should tell you, hey, you know what I mean? You can't do this, you can't do that, babe. That's just my thoughts, man. And I made it pretty far from where I was to where I am now. So you just want to take those, little tips that I've given you guys today.
Free tips.
Free tips, you know, and hopefully one day you can make it to where you're trying to be. Yeah. Only thing I want to add is, I don't know how this goes, whatever. They told me I can say whatever I want to say. Oh, so this is the last thing I'm going to say. I was saying this on Twitter today. I just want to talk to my black people as a whole and tell my people that we need to start doing better. We need to start empowering each other, encouraging each other. We need to stop disrespecting our women. Our women, we need to stand up and start valuing yourself and putting more value on yourself. But all together, that's my main focus right now. As far as the rap, that's cool. I would say free a lot of people or RP a lot of people, but we on a school radio show. But as far as that black thing and empowering, that's what we really need to do, is start coming together, stop all the violence, and start doing things for a cause. You know, but, you know, hopefully what I said right there empowers some people. Follow me on Twitter too. Can I shout my Twitter out?
Yes, go ahead.
Follow me on Twitter at YUNGILL314. Same as YouTube, same Facebook and all that. Shout me out, follow me. Let me know so I can follow you back and network.
MIxx Radio every Monday, 5 to 7 p.m. on radio.com. That's how we do.